In process enumeration, we have to come up with a catalog of the business processes. However, there is no rule that fits all in terms of actual number of business processes that we should obtain out of this step. Yes, as a rule of thumb, for small to medium enterprises, we should have up to 10, 20 business processes, whereas for large organizations, we could have 40 to 60, etc. However, the number of processes pretty much depends on the domain in which the organization operates. For example, in insurance, you will always have claim handling processes and risk assessment processes, as well as on the inherent complexity of the organization. For example, if it is an insurance group that controls different insurance companies as well as provides different insurance products, then we will come up with a larger number of business processes. So, in order to enumerate our business processes, we need to ensure that the process scope is manageable, since the process scope determines the potential impact of the project. So in other words, it's a trade-off between the total number of business processes that we identify and the scope of each individual process. Because the larger the number of processes that we identify, the smaller is going to be the scope of each process, hence the impact of any BPM project that aims at managing and improving these business processes. On the other hand, the larger the scope of an individual process, and hence the smaller the total number of processes, the larger will be the impact, which means the higher will be the complexity of managing this business process. Let's imagine, for example, a business process that pretty much covers half of the operations that our organization performs. It would be very hard to manage.